Right, I've decided, okay, I'm going to try a new hobby. A new hobby. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be doing metal detecting and things, but I'm going to try this as well. Geocaching. Geocaching. What's geocaching? I didn't know myself. Most metal detectorists have found a geocache by accident. Okay, they've gone over a box and it's bleeped and they found one, or they found one next to a tree or something. I've never done it. I've never been interested in it until now. I'm interested now because at this time of year in winter it's not the best time to metal detect, and I thought this is like a treasure hunt. I'm going to give it a go. So what do I know about geocaching? Nothing, just what I've researched on the internet. Now, it's only been going 10 years, which is fantastic. I'm telling you, this is the hobby of the future, geocaching. There's over 2.2 million already hidden all around the world. This is the hobby to get into. I thought it was just for children, I really did. But if you look it up on YouTube, put in geocaching and watch videos on it, they're all by adults. And it's not just a matter of going to a place, signing a book, and that's the end of it. No, there's more to it than that. A lot of them have puzzles which only adults can solve. And it's, I don't know, we'll see how we get on today. The first one I'm doing is a level 1. It's the easiest you can get. So let's get on with this level 1. Let's go find this one. The first one's called Fraggle Rock, and it's very near where I live. Right, so this is my first ever geocache. Okay, it's going to take me a while to get used to even saying geocache because it's spelt as if it's meant to be geocache. I don't like the word. I don't like the phrase they've used to name this hobby, but hey, never mind. We're back here. Can you remember coming here when I was testing my camera? Well, we're back here again. This is where the first clue is, and this is the reason I decided to do it. It says, basically what you've got is you've got to come here and find 4 numbers. That's what it says. You get a GPS location to go to. I looked up the GPS place, and this is the place. It's where I was before. So we're starting here. I know what the number is. I'm not going to zoom in because I don't want to spoil it for everybody else. But them numbers make up the GPS numbers, the end of the GPS numbers for where you've got to go to find it. So I know the numbers, I know where I'm going. Let's go move on. This is quite exciting, really. It really is. Right, I'm here. This is the spot. Somewhere around here is a geocache. Now, it's a very small one. It's a minute one. They call them nanos or micros or whatever. It's just around here. Unfortunately, I haven't got a GPS monitor thing. I'm just using my phone, but it's got GPS on it. But it does say I'm within like 3 meters of it, which is quite a big area. But the clue is Fraggle Rock, and it says the clue is in the name. So there's a rock around here with a nano thing in it. Now I'm going to try this. There's a tree here with a rock under it. Now that's unusual, isn't it? Why would you have a rock under a tree? Oh, I've got it! I've got it! First time, you beauty! How good am I? How good am I? What a hobby! I'm going to love this, I'm telling you. So now I've got to take this out and sign it, and then I move on to the next one. Woohoo! See if I can do this live for you. There's a note. Oh, there is a note in there. It says well done. I can see it says well done. There we are, look. Focus. It basically says, well done, you have just discovered a geocache. Please sign this logbook and hide the cache again where you found it. To find out about the sport of geocaching, go to geocaching.com. Yes, well, I've found it. No one's found this for... Sorry, I just wanted to turn you round. No one's found this for about 10 weeks. 14th of October, and I've just found it, so I'm chuffed to bits. I'm going to sign this and move on and get the next one. So there you go, I've signed it. 2nd of January 2014, Deep Digger Dan. I'll put it back in its little case and back under the rock and away. This is fantastic, I'm enjoying this. Now, something I've been reading on the forums and things about geocaching is Muggles. There's a lot of Muggles. Now, Muggles are just people in the public, you know, general people, and they just look at you and they think you're looking suspicious, hiding in bushes and looking for things. I've just had a Land Rover coming up and down watching me, and I can see where they're coming from now. But my advice is, don't hide from them. You're not doing anything wrong. It's public land. All you're doing is looking for pieces of paper and having fun. If someone stops and asks you any questions, just tell them, say, look, I'm geocaching. If you don't know what it is, I'll explain it to you, or go online, look it up. Do it yourself, it's fantastic. So yeah, I'm moving on now. I found my first. Let's get on to the second. Woohoo! Loving this, loving it. Right, moving on to number 2, my second one. That one was a level 1 difficulty. This one's a level 2 difficulty, but it tells you exactly where it is. Now, the title of the geocache is Welcome to Hunmanby. And I'm guessing there's going to be a sign saying Welcome to Hunmanby, and it's going to be just near there. The clue is... what was the clue? Oh, a hole. Okay, well, this second one has brought me here. Now, there's a bench. There's no Welcome to Hunmanby sign, which I was expecting, but it's around here. Now, the clue is hole. That is the only hole-ish thing I can see, but it doesn't look like a hole to me. It looks like a pile of mud. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There is a hole. There is a hole. It must be in here. Oh, how do I get that out? If there's anything in there, how am I going to get it out? I'm going to have to dig a bit deeper. I'll turn you off a minute, hang on. Okay, I've made a right tit of myself. A proper tit of myself. It says hole, okay? Now, there was a hole here, and it went down. A proper hole, and then it went sideways, and then it went down again, and it went sideways again. I've got filthy, absolutely filthy. Look at my knees. It's gone in there, and I thought, hang on, this is a level 2 difficulty. This can't be that hard. Let's just have a quick look around, yeah? Let's have a look for another hole. I found it. It's not in a hole. It's in a tree. I can't believe I've just dug that big hole for nothing. That is the geocache. Lid comes off and it's in there, look. Unbelievable. So I feel really bad now because I've dug a big hole in the side of the road. I'll have to fill that in, sign this book and move on to number 3. But hey, good fun. Okay, I've signed it, Deep Digger Dan. And I've filled it in the best I can. I feel really bad. I've made a right mess there. How was I supposed to know? So we'll put this back in the hole. That were a good one. Admittedly, I'm very mucky. That's for the next person to try and find. I'm very mucky now. Oh, and I've got to walk around for another few hours looking like this. Never mind, moving on. Let's go to number 3. Okay, we're on to number 3, and the clue is beware of splinters. Now, it brings you directly to this phone box. So I'm looking all around for wood. Obviously, splinters, wood. I can't see any wood. I can only see that little branch, which obviously is not going to be it. And these plants are in a little planter, but that's too far away from the what's the word? The location it says. It's coming to the phone box, okay? So I've been inside. There's obviously no wood in here. Beware of splinters. There's no wood in here. So I'm feeling about, and I'm touching on here, look, and I'm thinking, ow, ow, that's sharp. It's not wood splinters, it's metal splinters up here. So I'm going all around here, all around here. Can't find them, can't find it. It must be here somewhere, and it says it's a 35mm camera case or something. It's here, it's somewhere here. So I'm going all over the place. I found it. there is something wood, and it's this. And it's under here, look. There you go. Be careful of splinters. There you go. Geocache number 3. 3 in my first day of geocaching. Woohoo! And I have a plan. Well, I'm saying I have a plan. I have an aim of finding 4 today. There's one more to go. The next one has a box with things in it. So I really want to find that one. But I'm going to sign this and move on. We'll go to number 4. Here's the logbook. What does it say? It looks like a receipt from a supermarket or something. But it's not. Ooh, look how many people have found this. Dozens. This is an easy find. It's not actually very clever. You've got an electrical wire going up there. I could electrocute myself. And that one's taped off, look. But no, they're all clever. And the people who go to the trouble of hiding these, I have a lot of respect for you. So, yeah, I'll just sign this logbook. There's still tiny space for me to put Deep Digger Dan in there. Last found on the 12th of October last year. I'll sign that, and I'm going to go for a number 4, which is going to have a box with some goodies in. So I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. It might not be very good viewing, you know, for you guys. But for me, it's fantastic. So there you go. 2nd of January 2014, Deep Digger Dan. I found it, and so have all them other people. So I'll wrap that back up, put it back in the container and stick it back where the sun doesn't shine.
How do you feel about animal abuse?
You know what? I've never tried it.
Have you ever thought about writing a metal detecting book?
I've already tried to make a metal detecting book. I did about 80% of it. It was all about my time in Berlin. I did about 80% of it. It was like a diary, comedy type book. And then I just got too busy and I never finished it. And to be honest, I think it's too late to bother making it now. But one thing I would like to do is try and bring a book out, you know, like for beginners, a beginner's metal detectors book. Just a simple guide on how to get into metal detecting and stuff like that. So maybe, who knows?
What's your view on the British Empire?
The British Empire? There you are. That's my view of the British Empire.
Can you go back and dig up the tank?
No! I am not digging up the tank. Don't ask me again. I'm never digging up the tank.
Does Deep Digger Dan have a crush on anybody?
Ooh, yes. Jennifer Aniston. I've always loved her. Goldie Hawn when she was younger. Ooh, she was lovely. And the Winter Olympics. About 60% of the women in the Winter Olympics, especially the snowboarders. Whew!
What would be the most exciting thing you could ever find?
A metal chest. A beautiful, ornate little metal chest with a lock on it. And I get inside. It doesn't have to be full of gold and jewellery and coins and stuff. It can just be a wooden clog from 300 years ago and a load of other little bits. I'm not bothered. As long as it's really old stuff and it's interesting. That'd be my idea. Just a lovely little box. Locked.
Have you ever found any explosives?
Come on. The questions are getting silly now. Let's just leave it there, shall we? Any more questions? Leave them in the comments. It can be about me personally, it can be about metal detecting, it can be about life in general. Anything you want, I'll give it a go. So yeah, leave your comments. Let's move on. Come on, let's get back to geocaching. Well, this one's been a bit disappointing. I think it's been stolen. I think someone's taken it. You've got, the clue is tree, okay? And you've got this nearby, which is for some kind of insects. It's like a bird's tree, but insects go inside the canes. I know that because I used to sell them. That's on the floor, and that's misleading. Some people think it's to do with that. But the clue is tree. Now, I'm pretty sure it's in here. This tree stump. big hole going right down, but there's nothing in it. There's nothing in there. There is a fallen tree here, nothing there, and there is a standing tree there. But no, I've had a good look around, I can't find it. It's only a level difficulty 2, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. I think it's been stolen. Reading the comments from the past, it has been stolen before, or it's been taken before. So I give up, which is a shame. It's a big shame, because I really wanted to find a box with goodies inside it. There's another one of them tree stumps there. I've had a good look, can't see anything in there, so I'm giving up on this one. I'll get in touch with the guy who put it here and ask him for a clue, or ask him to check to see if it's still here. Never mind, moving on. There's a pub just round the corner. I don't know if there's a geocache in it, but it's worth having a look in, isn't it? Okay, because the last one wasn't there, or I couldn't find it, I don't know, I'm a novice, I probably did it wrong, I don't know, but I couldn't find it. So, but I'm determined to find a geocache with things inside so you can swap things. And there's one up here about 800 metres, it's a bit of a walk, but I'm not giving up. I need to find something good. I'm just walking up this country lane, and you never know, I might find a farmer. I can ask if I can metal detect in his fields. You never know. Sun's going down quickly, so I better move on, and very quickly. Well, I'm still going. This is a long, long road. Just walking up here. The sun's going down very quickly. I'm only 100 metres away now. The problem is I've still got nearly a mile to walk back. And that just takes me to the town centre, and then I've got to get home. So if I don't find this, I'm going to be pretty annoyed. But I'm very close to it, and I'm near a house here. So I don't know, it's around here somewhere. Right, I found it. There's the house I showed you. It's just up here, along the bank. It's quite clever, this, you know, this GPS thing. It's opened up a new world. I could actually start a new hobby, which is geocaching underground. You know, metal detecting geocaching. It's an idea for the future. Remember where you heard it first. Anyway, I've had a look around. I've cut my hand a few times because there's a lot of brambles and things here. If you come here in summer, you're going to struggle, I'm telling you now. But I found it, and here it is. It's under this rock. A little box. Now then, what's in this box? This is the exciting bit. Woohoo! Could be anything. Might be gold in here. Oh, there's a logbook. There's a definite logbook. So I'll be signing that. Oh, I thought there were going to be some goodies in here, but there's not. What's that? Mr. Matt 89 Smiley TFTC. I don't know what that means, Mr. Matt 89, but that's obviously his like footprint to tell us he's been here, and I bet you anything is in the logbook somewhere. So yeah, cool, I like it, and a proper logbook. I'll get this out and give it a sign. Okay, so I've gone home and I've typed into Google Mr. Matt 89 to see if I can find anything out about Mr. Matt 89. Now I have. I found this, which is a Yahoo Answers page, Mr. Matt 89, and there's some questions underneath. The first one is, I have a question about pubes. Why do men like wax their chest and have their whole body shaved except their pubes? Okay, you think that's weird? Question 2, 6.5 inch, good at age 16. If I keep growing till the age 20, how big will it be? And will it be a good width? Okay, well, Mr. Matt 89, personally I'd be worried because I were about 9.5 inches by your age. What's this one? Something about hair. Very interesting guy, Mr. Matt. I don't know if it's the same Mr. Matt as the geocaching Mr. Matt, but hey, I'm glad I looked this up anyway. Now I'm going to click on this and find out the answers, but I'll do that offline. Okay, I've got the logbook out and I'm reading it. And we're going back a few years here. When's the first? May 2011, so it's over 2.5 years old. The logbook's a bit tatty now, unfortunately, but it's alright. Ow, I'm full of little stingy things. But people have put in here things like took marbles, left something else. So there were things in this box at one point. Yeah, there we are. Took marbles, left doll. Must have been a very small doll, love, to go in there. But this is the only thing in here, so I'm going to take that, right, and I'm going to leave something. Now, this is a rule of geocaching. If you take something, you've got to put something in its place of equal or more value, alright? Now, that's not worth anything, really, is it? But I'll tell you what I'm going to put in. I'm going to put a Georgian coin in, what I found metal detecting. I'll put a Georgian coin in. There you go. So that's from late 1700s, early 1800s. I'll put that in there. I'm going to take that and I'm going to look him up on the internet and get in touch with him, Mr. Matt 89. 89, so, oh, he's not that old, is he? Mid-20s. Sign the book and on my way. What a great day. I'm telling you, I'm going to love this hobby. Right, there's another one down here. And the clue, it's got a clue. There's a lot of cars go down this road, I'm telling you, hang on. The clue is, not Pebbles, not Fred, but it's Flintstone. So will Ma find it? Will Ma find it? I think it's a Flintstone. I think it's just going to be a flint stone rock. Now this is quite an hard one, this is a difficulty 3. I've not done a difficulty 3 yet today. So this is my first, and we're very near it. We're about 30 metres away, so we'll have a look anyway. We're passing, so we might as well have a go. Right, this says difficulty level 3. Now, if I'm right, this is not a difficulty level 3. This is a very easy one. Flintstone. If you just go to the GPS, there's the Flintstone. Now, I think this is a nano cache, so it's a very small one. But if it's just under here now, this is easy. Ow! Okay, it's not just... Ah, there you go. Now that's quite clever. It's not a level 3 though, is it really? But hey, it's ground into the stone there, look. I like these. Look at the size of that, it's tiny. In fact, that's magnetic, I think. Oh, that's magnetic. So I'm wondering if there was more to this than I thought there was. I think there was a piece which went over there and it's come off, and the idea was you got a... If you put your key on it, that would have come off on your key and you'd have seen it underneath. So I think somebody's just destroyed it a little bit. So I'll try and find the top which goes on it. I think that's meant to be covered up. But yeah, I found it. Another one. You beauty, come on, get in. So as I say, geocaching has only been around for 10 years. I think it was 2003 it started. There's already 2.2 million of these all around the world. And I mean all around the world. There's 10 or 15 within walking distance of my house. And that's within 10 years of the hobby starting. So you imagine how big this is going to get. I'm telling you, geocaching is the future. Alright, at the moment it's just puzzles. You haven't seen the puzzles. You haven't seen the puzzles I've been doing. But some of them are puzzles. When you get to the cache, you might have to unlock a lock combination. How do you do it? There'll be a clue and you have to guess the numbers, blah blah blah. It's actually very entertaining. Maybe not to watch, but to do it is. So this is just after 10 years. So you imagine how big this is going to be in another 20 years. This is the future hobby, I'm telling you. Metal detecting's fantastic, don't get me wrong. But give metal detecting 50, 100 years, it'll be a distinct hobby, because there'll be nothing left in the ground, because there's so many people taking it up every day. There's less things to find every day. With this, it's just going to get bigger. And as I say, there are people doing them now where to get to the geocache you have to go in water, you have to scuba dive. There's all sorts of things, really difficult ones. But you imagine a metal detecting version of this, where we hide things underground and the only way you can find it is with a metal detector. I'm going to look into that. That might be something for me to aim for the year. So as I say, geocaching has only been around for 10 years. I think it was 2003 it started. There's already 2.2 million of these all around the world, and I mean all around the world. There's 10 or 15 within walking distance of my house, and that's within 10 years of the hobby starting. So you imagine how big this is going to get. I'm telling you, geocaching is the future. Alright, at the moment it's just puzzles. You haven't seen the puzzles. You haven't seen the puzzles I've been doing. But some of them are puzzles. When you get to the cache, you might have to unlock a lock combination. How do you do it? There'll be a clue and you have to guess the numbers, blah blah blah. It's actually very entertaining. Maybe not to watch, but to do it is. So this is just after 10 years. So you imagine how big this is going to be in another 20 years. This is the future hobby, I'm telling you. Metal detecting's fantastic, don't get me wrong. But give metal detecting 50, 100 years, it'll be a distinct hobby, because there'll be nothing left in the ground, because there's so many people taking it up every day. There's less things to find every day. With this, it's just going to get bigger. And as I say, there are people doing them now where to get to the geocache you have to go in water, you have to scuba dive. There's all sorts of things, really difficult ones. But you imagine a metal detecting version of this, where we hide things underground and the only way you can find it is with a metal detector. I'm going to look into that. That might be something for me to aim for the year. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to have to go now, it's getting dark. Have had a great day, love you all, bye bye. Thank you for watching, guys. Please click subscribe just over there. If you want to see if I've got a competition going at the moment, click the button over there. I've also put 4 videos here for you. This is the most popular videos. So I'll see you all later. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.